Hello, hello, friends. I'm here because I promised myself I would be. Okay? I'm here because I promised myself I would be and that I would go live more. I'm going to try to do it every day or do it as much as I can, absolutely, positively, because keeping my promise to myself has become my highest priority. Okay? And we often make like, ooh, get off me. A bug. I'm sorry, y'all. We often make other people like the top priority, especially jobs and bosses and stuff like that. Make that the top priority of like keeping your word, doing what you said you was gonna do, and stuff like that. And that's important too. Don't get me wrong. Keeping your word to anybody is important, but keeping your word to yourself, that's next level. That's a whole nother level. Because when you're keeping your word to yourself, there's nobody to check up on you. There's nobody to be accountable to besides you. Like nobody would know. Like if you made yourself a promise, right? And you didn't keep it, nobody would know if you didn't tell anybody else. Nobody would know but you. That's what's so important. That's why it's the most important promise you can make to anybody is to make it to yourself. When you make a promise to yourself, make sure you keep it. You are the top priority at all times. Keep your promises to yourself, even though there's nobody to hold you accountable. All right. I'm going to give a for instance, like when people talk about they're going to go to the gym, they're going to start, after the new year, everybody want to go to the gym. And that's their promise to themselves is they're going to go to the gym. They're promising themselves they're going to go to the gym, but they use other people to hold themselves accountable, to hold them accountable for whether they go or not. Like they might start getting on different apps and telling people that they are going to go to the gym every day, and then you start to feel real silly because other people realize that you lied and said you was going to go to the gym every day. How you doing? All right. That's my neighbor. Um, but the biggest and most important promise to keep is to yourself. Whether anybody else knows about it or not, don't tell anybody else. It's not important to tell anybody else. What difference does that make? Who knows? You are the important one. You are the most important one. You are the priority. Now, I checked something in myself the other day where I wasn't going to be able to meet a deadline at work. And it was driving me crazy, child. It was driving me crazy, meaning I couldn't sleep or nothing, okay? Because I wasn't able to keep this promise that I had made to the boss. But then I thought about it and said to myself, um, if I keep my promise to self, that's more important than keeping a promise to a boss. Now, some you may disagree because you say, no, because the boss controls my paycheck. But the way you feel about yourself is way more important than receiving that paycheck. Your innermost thoughts and your innermost feelings, especially about yourself, are or should be the ultimate priority in your life. So keeping your promise to yourself makes you feel better about yourself. Like I did that. I did what I said I was going to do. So what I have decided to start doing is when it's a goal I want to reach or something I want to do, is to not tell anybody about it. Write it down. Write it down. Bob Proctor always says, write it down. If you've never heard of Bob Proctor, Google him on YouTube. Search him on YouTube. Excuse me, guys. Search him on YouTube and watch some of his videos. He always says, if you want to get something done, write it down. I love it when he says that. And just write it to yourself. Nobody has to know. Nobody has to hold you accountable. You're holding yourself accountable, right? You're getting things done. You'll start to feel better about yourself. It gives you more momentum to keep on going and keep on growing and to build on it, to get even more things done, to get bigger and better things done, to improve your life where you can see improvements. Thank you for the like. Somebody liked my live. I appreciate you so much. Appreciate you guys. Um, the way you feel about yourself is the number one priority, ultimately, because who goes with you everywhere you go? You. Like the people that are on social media, you can block them, you can unfollow them, you can, thank you so much, love, I appreciate you. You can get rid of the other people, even if it's somebody you know personally. You can block them too. You don't have to talk to people that you don't want to, but you can't get rid of yourself. You can't run from yourself. You can't move and get away from yourself. You're going to take yourself with you wherever you go. So, hello, hello, hello. Hi, Simon Pratt. How y'all doing? You take you with you everywhere you go. So it's most important that you keep your promises to yourself and you encourage yourself to stay on track. So that has been my goal, is to just focus on the things that I need to do for me, things that I feel make me stronger as a person, and just paying more attention to the promises that I make to myself. They're the most important. Thank you, Lefteris. I don't know if I'm probably not saying that right, but I thank you. The promises you make to yourself are your number one goal, okay? If you get those done, then you have made tremendous progress. You have, I like to do like this. I literally pat myself on the back sometimes, because this is my dog. Well, she's busy right now, because keeping your promise to yourself is more important than keeping your promise to anybody else. So do that. Make yourself a priority. Keep your promises to yourself. Do something good for yourself. Try to do something good for yourself every day. Everybody's opinion of what's good for their self is different. Some people, be good to themselves by taking themselves out to eat, or but it ain't even got to be nothing that you got to pay for. For me, it could be a candlelit bubble bath. I love candlelit bubble baths. Don't ask me, but it's something that just feels luxurious about it. Do something for yourself, something that pleases you, pleases your spirit, makes you happy, especially when you're congratulating yourself for a job well done. And what I mean by that is by keeping your promise to yourself, reaching a goal, doing that thing you said you were going to do. It's just between you and the universe. Nobody else has to even know about it. I think so often, especially today with social media being what it is, look to social media for that thing that, that accolade, that thing that fulfills you or makes you feel better. But the truth of it is, it's all in us. The things that you are seeking on the outside are really things that are within us that we have to nurture and work on. So that's just my word for today. Keep your promises to yourself. Be good to yourself. Nurture yourself. Do something fulfilling that makes you feel good, that refills your cup. Because when you're doing so much for everybody else, you are pouring from your cup. And if you keep on doing that, you'll pour all of the blessings out. Won't have none left for yourself. So you got to refill it by doing things that are good for you. Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Okay? All right. That's just my word for today. I hope you guys are having an amazing Monday. Mine was a little weird. This message is held for review. Okay, somebody's message is held for a review. That's nice. And no such thing as blessings. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, Mazarin. I'm really sorry you feel that way, that you don't get any blessings. I feel like everything is a blessing. I feel like the fact that I woke up today was a blessing. I'm sitting out here in my backyard with my dog. That's a blessing. I got air to breathe and food to eat. That's a blessing. Clothes on my back. That's a blessing. There are so many blessings. The fact that I have The use of my limbs is a blessing. The fact that I can speak and I have a voice and I can be heard and I can communicate, that's a blessing. So I can count blessings all day. I can count blessings from morning to noon to night. So if you don't have anything that you see as a blessing, then you might want to work on that. Okay? Yeah. Uh, Gratitude is the attitude. And even when things are going bad, like I had some turmoil happen today with me, but am I gonna dwell on that? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna dwell on that because come on, dog, come on here. There are too many good things and too many blessings in my life for me to dwell on the negative things. And as a matter of fact, dwelling on the negative things ain't gonna do nothing but what? Increase the negative things. So when you dwell on them, you increase it. So whatever you focus on, apply, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. So my advice is to try to focus on the good. And yeah, some people say, oh, well, you just delusional. You want to live in la la land. Heck yeah, I do want to live in la la land. Sure do. So I'm going to concentrate on the good stuff and give that some attention. And hopefully some more of that good stuff will keep on coming. Because who the heck wants a bunch of negativity? Nobody. Not me anyway. I don't know. I ain't going to say nobody because some people dwell on it. How you doing? Huh? I saw them in the street. They be all right. Uh-huh. Come on, Pepper. That was my neighbor telling me somebody broke down in the street. That ain't my business. I'm over here. I'm doing fine. I ain't broke down, so mind your business. You know? Anyway, that's just how I feel about it. That's just how I see it. And I know y'all ain't going to see it that way. Some of you ain't going to see it that way. Because some people just like to be miserable and sad and pitiful and want pity. But you ain't going to get none because people don't care. People don't care about your situation. So you can sit around and keep being a sad sack all you want to and think somebody going to feel sorry for you. They ain't. I just want you to know. Ain't nobody feeling sorry for nobody. Ain't nobody got time to be worried about your worries because they got worries. Anyway, I'm going to get on off here because I got things to do today. And I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. And if you can't find nothing, no blessings, then pretend you got some. Make them up in your mind, okay? Okay. All right. Peace.